Hello everybody, it is me, Bo Shevasu. We are broadcasting live from Seattle, Washington. Well, technically just south of Seattle because I'm not actually in Seattle. That's where all the crazies are. We are broadcasting this beautiful August 20th, 2022. It is 4:01 p.m. in the afternoon, Pacific Coast time. I don't know where you're tuning in from, but go ahead and smash your, I'm not going to say smash the like, but smash the chat feature. There we go. And I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from this glorious day. What was the last thing you bought on Amazon? Do you prefer Italian food or Mexican food? These are very, very important questions. But today we have a fantastic show designed for you. I've been putting a lot of thought, a lot of effort, a lot of design into this. I have a lot of fun things to show you guys. First of all, right off the bat, you probably see these odd little socks on my fingertips. These look like little bow ties, somewhat similar to my name, Bo. I actually typically wear a bow tie, and this is one of the few instances where I don't wear a bow tie. It's rather traumatizing. I'm getting a little verklempt here for a moment because when people see me out in the community, I wear a bow tie. And that's simply because I have a name Bo and I'm into branding. And the beautiful thing about branding is the more you condition someone to recognize even something as simple as a bow tie, all of a sudden when you don't have one on, they'll tell you. They notice. Oh, creatures are incredible. We humans are incredible creatures. Like when you design someone to recognize that Steve Jobs wears a black turtleneck and jeans, they will be completely off guard when they see Steve Jobs in, I don't know, a hospital gown, for example, which I believe there's actually a photo out there. And the reason why that took off like wildfire is, well, everybody at some point in their life is going to be in a hospital gown. There's nothing too strange about that. And yet Steve Jobs, wait a sec, he's out of his black turtleneck. He doesn't have his quintessential jeans on. Mark Zuckerberg, he's another example. You know, Brandon, what does he wear? His gray t-shirt, right? Everybody knows that. So me, I have a bow tie. I still have two bow ties on these little things right here. These are MGC claw socks, and I'm going to be actually demonstrating with you guys live today for online mobile gaming here. If you're into Call of Duty, if you see my username pop up, you're certainly welcome to join me. That would be just the funnest thing ever. Not only could you engage in the chat right here, but also on online gaming. But before we get there, I want to show you guys how these actually work. These kind of threw me for a trip because, well, they're kind of ridiculous. My first impressions were, but they work. So, you know, don't put them in the wash though. Yes, they will get kind of sweaty. Hand wash them because you get these little tiny furry things coming off. I'm pretty sure they use conductive thread, if that makes sense, some sort of metallic type thread so that you can actually get the electricity through your fingertips into your actual smartphone. Because yes, that's how touch sensitivity actually works. It's actual, like, it's not temperature, it's not pressure, although there is a pressure sensitivity on the iPhone, but it's electricity. The human body has electricity in it, which is why you cannot shock someone with a defibrillator if they're actually flatlined. Did you know that? Yeah, my wife, she's a nurse. She told me that. We were watching a show and someone passed out. Fake, obviously. They're acting. So Amazon Live moderators, if you think I'm talking about real death, I'm not. They're actors. Anyway, the people flatlined. And they said, oh, we got to get the defibrillator, shock them. And, you know, they do the whole thing. How many joules? Clear. It's very over dramatized. But my wife was basically throwing popcorn at the TV saying, this is not true. They have flatlined. That means there's no rhythm to shock. You need some kind of rhythm. And thankfully, today's defibs out there, they actually sense that first. And you just kind of push a button and it says, stand back. And it won't actually shock the person unless they sense something. So there has to be something there to shock. All that to say is the human body has electricity pumping through our body. I don't know how it works. It's a miracle. I mean, the more I'm alive and the more I'm out in nature and realize how bodies work and how creation works, I attribute it to creation. I'm like, this cannot be an accident. But anyway, I'm not here to preach at you guys. I'm here to tell you about claw socks. So we're going to demonstrate these things live for you in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys a quick little sample of that. Also, today, during our mobile gaming broadcast, we will be giving out tactical hair clips. Yes, you heard that right. These are called Tacticlips, They took off on Kickstarter. I think they were over like 1,200 percent backed on Kickstarter. It was just absolutely incredible. And people love these. They're basically multi-tool hair clips. They're not sharp. They're perfectly safe on the hair. Well, when I say they're not sharp, they're not razor blades, you know, so they won't cut your hair. You can get through TSA with them because they're not knives, but they are pointy, like a pointy pencil, for example. But they have this really interesting raptor claw type look, and so that you can use that to open up Amazon packages, cut through tape. There's a little serrated edge, which you can saw through zip ties. So if you want to be a MacGyver, and if you are a creative, innovative person, and you always want to be prepared for what the unpredictability of the world throws at you, you yourself can be an urban warrior by putting one of these tactical hair clips in your hair. So yes, they are highlighted in the carousel down below. They're very nominally priced. I think they're only like 15 bucks right there. But during the live portion of this broadcast, if you follow me, if you live in the United States and are over the age of 18, then you simply go to this link, which I will show on the screen once I start this online gaming, and then I will personally send you a package of tactical hair clips. There's some other restrictions that do apply. Like obviously you just can't be like, hey, I'm going to get like 50 packages of these, because, you know, Tacticlip, who is sponsoring this broadcast, they're going to be like, Bo, that's not very good. Everybody's taking advantage of you. So if you'd like one, I'll hook you up with one. It will come in a 4-pack. All you have to do is drop your shipping address eventually, not in the chat right here, eventually in a secure link, which you will see eventually when we start broadcasting the game. Also, tactical hair clips do come in blonde. Yes, so if you have lighter color hair, these will blend in. They're just so cool. So they're basically multi-tools that fit in your hair. And so if you're coming to and from yoga, you don't have a pocket where you can put like a little pocket knife in your pocket because you don't have one. Most yoga pants don't. Or if you do have a pocket, probably not going to be doing yoga with a pocket knife in there. But these, you know, most women have hair, but most of them, I'm just going to say, and you can slip one of these in your hair. Or if you're a dude and you got a big bushy beard, hide this in there. I have a baseball cap. I actually put one of these inside my baseball cap. And I go through TSA. I've been to over 33 different countries around the world. And it's not a knife. Can't take down an airplane with this. Goodness, no, because it's not restricted. It's just a hair clip, a multi-tool hair clip. How cool is that? All right, so that's going to be our giveaway eventually. But I do want to highlight kind of my setup right here before we jump right into this. We've got my basically iPhone cable. This thing is monstrous. Always get a cable that's too long. You think, oh, I can get away with a 3-foot cable. You're going to thank me eventually when you get something that's like 10 feet. I think this is like 6 feet long. It's just insane. So anyway, I've been putting a lot of wear and tear on this. So I thought, you know, I should actually highlight this in a broadcast because it is connected to my computer, my Apple iPhone 13 right here, which I heard the iPhone 14 is going to be coming out soon. Is that right? That's like, I haven't updated my firmware forever on my iPhone 13, and that's purposeful because whenever I do, it gets really, really slow. But right now I can actually, for example, chat on this text exchange right here on Amazon Live. And normally I can't do that when I update my firmware. So thanks, Apple, for breaking my phone and forcing me to update. But no longer, I am not going to be tricked. I will not update until I'm actually getting a new phone. So someone's already probably listening to me right now going, well, I'm going to target Bo because he has outdated software on his iPhone 13. I might. I don't know. Now let's move on to the actual case right here. So this is a unique iPhone case. I am a minimalist when it comes to walking out the door. I don't like to be weighed down with a lot of extra stuff, which is kind of contrary to the EDC communities that I'm in. EDC stands for Everyday Carry. And there are a bunch of guys and gals who love to show what's in their pockets. Like, hey, what kind of flashlight do you have? Which we're going to be highlighting a few cool flashlights in today's broadcast. A pen, for example, a little pocket knife, for example, your wallet. What kind of wallet do you have? Sometimes your belt. It's basically anything on your person when you walk out the door. That is everyday carry. And it's a fascinating community because there's a lot of people who share what they have in their pockets. And in my humble opinion, it's absolutely bloated. It's like, man, okay, you get, why do you need a coin in your pocket? Well, it's a fidget thing, and it's a reminder of some of the things that I've been through. It's like, oh, okay. But do you have to carry it every single day and couple that with a pry bar and couple that with a little piece of dangly twine that you have attached to your pocket knife, it basically it compounds and it snowballs, and it gets to the point where you're like, man, if they were in a sketchy situation and had to run away, they couldn't run away. They've got so much stuff in their pockets. And so I told myself a long time ago, I'm going to try to really be intentional with slimming down what I carry on me. And that is partially due to the credit of this iPhone case. Now, typically I would have a wallet, but I found that with the wallet, I would just like stuff $1 bills in there, maybe some receipts, maybe some business cards that someone would give me, maybe a sticker that I'm eventually going to put on my water bottle. And it just grew and grew and grew until finally I was like George Costanza, and I couldn't sit down at a restaurant without taking my wallet out of my back pocket. It was horrible. So I opted to combine my iPhone case with my wallet. And that forces me to be minimalist. So in here, there are 4 cards, 3 credit cards, and my driver's license. And that is it. Now that might make some people uncomfortable. They're like, well, Bo, what about your loyalty card? I take a picture of it and I scan it. Barcodes work with just photos. So I encourage you to consider slimming down your wallet choice and just combining all your cards into a tough case. I mean, I've dropped this iPhone 13 Pro multiple times, has not cracked at all, so the case actually works. But at the same time, it encourages me to be a minimalist person. And so my wife also has an iPhone case like this, and she slips her cards in there. And in a pinch, if you have to run out the door real fast, all you need is your phone, and out the door you go. And there's another benefit to this. How often have you left a purse behind or a wallet behind? And I've noticed that there are some new wallets out there where people are putting those air tags in there. You know, the Apple air tags are kind of like tiles, and basically they're homing beacons. And you can click lost my wallet and it goes bing, 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 and it shows up on a map. And it's really cool. It's like the Find My iPhone feature. Unfortunately, they're pretty bulky little things. And now people are trying to slip those into their wallets. The Find My iPhone feature is built into this case because it's literally an iPhone. So where I'm going with this is if you ever misplace your wallet, you just ping your phone or ring it, say, hey, honey, can you ring my phone? And there's your wallet, right? So highly, highly recommended. Try to slim your life down, and you will thank me later with this iPhone case. I've been through multiple iterations because I will tell you one thing, because here on this live broadcast, I do try to be 100% honest, both the pros and the cons. And one of the cons to this case is around the camera, it's not rubberized. It's actually this hard plastic. And around the bumpers, it's rubberized. But around the camera itself, it's this hard plastic. And when I was in Peru, I sat on a bench, a hard bench in a bus. And we were going along these mountain roads at 14,000 feet. And, well, apparently this little plastic around the case hit the hard plastic seat and it crunched it. It didn't crunch the actual camera. My phone was 100% safe, so it kept that intact. But the actual case, I was kind of disappointed when I pulled it out of my pocket and was like, man, the case is cracked. But I didn't feel that bad because I really have used and abused these cases multiple times, as I mentioned, all across the world. And so I didn't feel so bad getting back on and spending $27.99 on a fantastic case that forces me to slim down and keep my wallet minimalist. All right, so as you can hear right now, I am broadcasting live using this USB streaming microphone. If in fact you Zoom or you do any kind of Google Hangouts, this microphone essentially plugs right into your computer using a USB cable. And so this is how it sounds. If you're wondering if there's proof in the pudding how it sounds, then this is it. By the way, if there is a slight delay, because I am a videographer and filmmaker by nature, and if there's like a fraction of a second delay, it troubles my soul. And so I'm actually going to point this out, to full disclosure, that it's not the microphone having the delay, it's the broadcasting software. And so if I clap, for example, according to you, the synchronization might be there, but according to me, if I were to slow down the footage, it would just drive me crazy because it's probably like 100th of a second off, and it just troubles my soul. It troubles me. So don't throw too many stones at this microphone. It's not the microphone's fault. It's the broadcasting software fault, and I have tweaked the latency and delay, but that's a geek out thing right there. So I am broadcasting through my Elgato HD60S. It's a game capture card, basically my camera right there, which I go out and I take photos of all over the world. I just did real estate photos yesterday and actually edited a real estate video today with the same camera, including the camera on my iPhone Pro 13. That's right. I do actually film real estate videos on my phone. Yeah, crazy, right? But the HDR, the exposure compensation, it's amazing on the smartphone. So anyway, back to the camera. The camera is plugged into my Elgato game capture card, and then we're live streaming through that because it plugs into my MacBook Pro right here using a USB-C cable. So this is what it sounds like. This is what it looks like. That's my setup right there. Before we hop into a pillow, which you may be like, what the heck, Bo? Why are you going to talk about a pillow? You're just geeking out with computer stuff, right? This is intentional. This is actually absolutely necessary in my mobile gaming setup. Yes, it's a nice pillow. It's very firm, very soft, very cushy. It's a Thermarest pillow. I don't actually use it going up mountains. I use a blow-upable pillow that's very different. I'll share that in another broadcast. But that one's a little big. And it's a little awkward when you get to the top of, base camp on Mount Rainier and you pull out a giant pillow or a quilt. We actually went camping with some friends, and the only thing she was carrying in her backpack was a quilt. I'll never forget that. And her dear, sweet husband, incredibly strong man, incredible. He was carrying everything. She was carrying her quilt. Alyssa, if you're listening to this, you know I'm talking about you. Not the Alyssa of I know a lot of Alyssas out there, but this is one particular Alyssa who was carrying a quilt on a backpacking trip, and that's all she carried. It was quite funny. She was comfortable and warm, though. That's all she had in her backpack. It's like, man, if you get lost, you will be hungry, but you will not be cold. Which, that actually makes a lot of sense, because you know what? The first thing that is most likely to take your life when you're out in a survivalist type situation in the wilderness, it's not food, it's not water, or lack thereof, rather. It's not a wild animal. Can you guess? Can you guess what is most likely to take your life if you are out in a survivalist situation? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, no one mentioned it on the chat, so I'm going to mention it right now. The cold, hypothermia, the elements. That's why the number one thing you do is when you're in a survival situation, you don't go, oh, I need to get food, I need to get water. Your body can last for a relatively long time without those things. Can't last long without air. Maybe that's kind of a priority, is air and circulation. But most likely it's the environment, it's cold, it's hypothermia. That's where people fail. So if you have a quilt in your backpack, you're going to be great because you won't get cold. You're just going to chill there until search and rescue comes. So that's the importance of having good base layers, a good rain jacket. That's considered shelter. So the first thing you do if you're lost somewhere is get shelter. And some of that shelter might be a jacket, might be a hat. So whether you're in the desert, under the hot sun, or you're in a blizzard up on Mount Rainier, which we were a few weeks ago, then the survivalist in you should kick in and say, I need to find shelter of some kind. Interesting, huh? All right, let's actually move on to some other survivalist type things here. This is a rechargeable tactical flashlight. Do you know what makes it tactical? I actually have no idea. You could use this in the kitchen if you'd like. But tactical is cool in the same way that these are tactical hair clips, which I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast. So this is a tactical flashlight. And it's actually super, super bright. I was actually very impressed with it. I'm kind of laughing at this. But what I like about this is that, well, first of all, it's a rechargeable battery. So it recharges using a USB-C. Thank goodness it's not a micro USB cable that you plug in, doesn't work, flip the cable over, try to plug it in again. At this point, you're having an existential crisis, so you pull it out and you try to flip it over again. Finally, the USB-C actually plugs into there. Whoever invented the USB-C, rather, because that's ambidextrous? I don't know. Right and left, that's ambidextrous. But what's up and down? Both. It's flippable. Is that the adjective that I'm supposed to be using? I don't know. This is live. I can't edit any of this. Point being, it's flippable. The USB-C cable that goes in there, unlike a conventional USB cable, like a micro USB or a macro USB. There's been so many USBs in the world. You'd think they'd call it something else because USB stands for like universal, right? Like universal standard. Actually, I don't know what B stands for. Somebody correct me on that. What's the B stand for in USB? But it's supposed to be universal, and yet they've come out with how many different kinds of USB cables? They stopped being universal a long time ago, right? Right? There's a bit of a advertising glitch in that. So back to the flashlight here. So what I like about this is that you turn it on and off using the back, and then you can adjust the brightness using the top right here. So if I were to push the top, wow, that's hot. So that's low, medium, high, and then ultra high. Wait, I think there's one more. There we go. Yeah, I can actually feel that on me, and I'm this far away. That is crazy. So if you want something by your bedside table that's going to light up the whole backyard, this would be it from Charvel, the Charvel S1. The only thing is that I'm going to turn that off so I don't get burned. It does get warm because it's so bright. That's awesome. But one thing that I didn't really care for is the clip right here. The clip is designed to go into your pocket as opposed to some other flashlights out there. This is the Nikon. I'm not actually listing it down below because I'm not supposed to be reviewing it. Shh. But I did want to point out the clip of some flashlights is reversible. So I can take this clip off, flip it around, and you can put it on your ball cap and effectively turn it into a headlamp. So I think the reason why they don't have the ability to reverse this clip around is it's just heavy. And if you're really going to be able to put this on a ball cap, I mean, this is massive. It's like, hey, it's Unicorn Boy. I'm like, who's going to put this on a ball cap? But, you know, maybe I do want to put it on a ball cap. Can we have a reversible clip? That would be pretty awesome. So if I did try to yank it off like so and then force it on like this, it could work in a pinch, but if you look closely, it's not quite on there all the way and it's just going to pop off. But it is a full metal design, very, very high quality, incredibly bright, and rechargeable, unlike some other flashlights out there, like the Nikon, for example. It actually takes a AA battery, which for some people living off the grid, you like the AA batteries. And that means that you can have like 100 pack of these things and you don't necessarily have to rely off of a USB port to charge your flashlight. So it depends on what you're doing. For me, bedside table, this could always be plugged in. But if you're off the grid, you probably want something with batteries. Or I'm going to actually show you what I carry with me every single day. Now, if you're familiar with the everyday carry community, they don't like this flashlight because it is made from Olight. Oh, if I had a sound effect to do the dun dun dun, I would do that right now because there is so much hate for the Olight. And it's probably because the company churns these out in massive, massive bulk. And it's, for me, this version, the Baton 3, has been very stable. It's incredibly lightweight. It has an S-type clip, allowing me to not only put it in my pocket this way, but I can also put it in my pocket this way. And the S-type clip also allows us to clip onto a ball cap, effectively turning it into a headlamp. Isn't that amazing? So I think it's small enough that it just kind of disappears in my pocket. As I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, I really try to stay as minimalist as possible with my flashlights. And something as big like this, sure, it'll light up a stadium, but I'm gonna have to waddle around with this all day long. So again, this is more bedside table, this Charvel S1, that kind of tactical security flashlight. Or if I had a actual tool belt on me, like if you're security personnel or a police officer, you'd probably get away with something big like this. But for me and my little hipster skinny jeans, which I'm not wearing right now, I am wearing something, but we won't go into that, you bunch of weirdos. So this flashlight is fantastic. It's excellent battery life, and this is my favorite part. The back side of this is magnetic, right? Yeah. So there you are on the side of the road. You pop open the hood of your car You're like, man, I can't see anything. If you have a baseball cap, you can put this on and make it a headlamp, or you can put this on the hood of your car right underneath. And now all of a sudden it's shining on your engine because it just clips right on there via magnet. Isn't that a brilliant design? And it gets better. It gets better. So to charge this thing, it comes with a little magnetic cable. It just pops on like so. And you don't have to finagle with any kind of port or USB to plug into this thing. It just automatically clip when you get close to it because it's both magnetic. It's so satisfying. And so that guarantees that this flashlight is topped off at the beginning of every day. That's brilliant. So there are some elements in the Olight Baton 3 that a lot of other flashlights out there are missing. Yes, I understand that it can get hot, it can randomly melt or catch fire, which I've been through many of these things with the wear and tear and just abusing these things with all get out. And it's never gotten too hot. So everybody who's like, oh yeah, I accidentally turned it on, because this thing does get super, super bright. You have to hold this down all the way. And that's low, by the way. And then when you hold it down, that's medium, that's high, and then that's back to low. So 3 different modes right there. It does have memory also. So if you just click once, turn it off, it goes back to normal. But this thing yes, it can get hot, but it's kind of user error if your flashlight starts to get too hot in your pocket. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not going to throw any stones here, but it's anecdotally, it's worked 100% for me, and it is by far my favorite flashlight. I have purchased some other flashlights out there that are 3 or 4 times more expensive, and it's missing some of those features, like the magnetic feature, or even the clip that has the S ability, or the size. It's just small. It just disappears in my pocket, and it's so small, I can even put it, I can put it in my mouth. There are some other flashlights out there that are bulkier and more powerful. I can't put that between my teeth. That's gonna hurt. But this is small enough. So there's a lot of things. The grip is texturized so it doesn't slip. It just makes a lot of sense. So all of the hate out there on the Baton 3, I don't get it, because this is my favorite everyday carry flashlight, and it is much brighter than, let's say, an iPhone. Trying to find your keys that you dropped in a parking lot, you just reach into your pocket, and within a half a second, I've got a flashlight in my hand. Instead of opening up your phone, trying to find the flashlight feature. And the flashlight is really not very good on smartphones. It's really not. It doesn't have like a singular. See, that is so bright. That is incredible. The iPhone just kind of glows. It doesn't really like focus in anywhere, unlike a flashlight. So highly recommended. Get a flashlight. And if the Baton 3 works for you, then you're welcome. If it doesn't, then you can say, I told you so, Bo. It burned a hole in my pocket. Never burned a hole in my pocket. Hey, let's move on to stamps, shall we? So I was kind of incredulous about these because they're at an incredibly good price here on Amazon. And I've been looking at them so carefully. Put glasses on the tip of my nose in a pretentious sort of way and look at them like Roz does out of Monsters, Inc. Mr. Wazowski. Roz reference. And I have been analyzing these meticulously to see if in fact they're legit, because the price on Amazon, there's supposed to be a set retail price for forever stamps, and I don't know if they ran a special of some kind to try to get customers accumulated and then they bump the price. I don't know, but they are forever stamps. They do work. I got a huge, multiple packs of these guys, and they do send stamps through the mail effectively. So if you want to stock up on stamps, highly recommended. You do the calculations yourself. Maybe they've changed the price, but as of 4 or 5 days ago when I got these things, I was blown away. I was like, man, this is not only going to save me a trip to the post office, which I can't stand standing there in a long line, hours on end. Oh, no, okay, no. Some post offices are very, very efficient. Most of them are not, though. But the stamps, get your stamps on Amazon. And if you like these particular ones, if you don't care what they look like, they're kind of the succulent flower type look. But according to my calculations, they were an incredible price. Plus, it saved me time having to get my car and go somewhere and get them at the grocery store or at post office. All right, hey, let's move on to this Sandisk Extreme Pro. Now, a lot of people out there are like, does the speed of a mini micro SD card actually matter? And it depends on the device. If you have something like a dash cam, for example, it really doesn't matter. And I've installed dozens of dash cams throughout my life. But if you are getting something, let's say, for example, a DJI drone, and you're filming in 4K, absolutely get something like this Extreme Pro. I know it's technically pricier than something else out there. Like it's like black and red. You can probably see in the carousel down below. But when it comes to preserving footage on a drone, it's such an awkward experience when you get up into the air and you hit record and it's capturing this beautiful 4K footage, and then it stops recording and it says, your SD card is too slow. I've had that happen before. And you can't quite swap out a micro SD card when a drone is 200 feet above you. You gotta land it. Sometimes you even have to turn it off in order to reboot the whole thing. But this Sandisk Extreme Pro has worked for every single one of my DJI drones. I even have the most popular, or the newest of the DJI drones. And this thing is just a trooper. Sometimes I even pull it in and out upwards of a dozen times out of the drone each day, because I'm always transferring footage. And so you would think that with the pins scraping up against these little gold bits right here, you'd think that would wear it down. And yet, even after, I want to say 500, 600 times of inserting it into my drone and extracting it, still works just fine. So speaking of incredible SD cards, so this is obviously not a micro SD card. This is actually the perfect size to take this, and you can take it and you can swallow it. It's that small. No, I wouldn't do that. Did you see that? Did you see that? You're probably, what the heck is with this guy? I'm tripping. He just swallowed his micro SD card. No, that's called the French drop. You take it like this and you go, okay, which hand? I did that slowly, so you probably saw it was over here. I'll do it a bit faster, okay? Okay, which hand? Which hand? Come on, which hand? Go ahead, mention it in the chat. Is it right or is it left? Or actually, according to yours, would it be right or left? It's in this one, of course. Did you think it was in this one? No, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think that. It's still over there. That's pretty good, huh? Okay, so back to the actual micro SD card, which was here. This is a full-size SD card, 512 gigs. I slipped this into my camera with an obscene amount of capacity, because when I'm doing my nonprofit work as a filmmaker, going to different countries around the world, I want to ensure that I have enough capacity here on my SD card to capture these incredible moments, whether I'm in Sierra Leone, West Africa. If I can get into Ukraine, we shall see. But the last thing you want to happen when you're out in the field is to get that little error that says, hey, you've ran out of memory. So for me, I look at it as an investment. It's like, yes, this is probably twice as much as a 200 gigabyte SD card, but it's pretty much a set and forget. You put it in your camera and you're guaranteed never to really run out of capacity. So I have mitigated that risk of running out of capacity with just a few extra dollars. So that's what I would recommend. If in fact you are to get the latest and greatest technology, definitely get more than what you think, in the same way that if you were to buy a safe and put things in the safe, I have heard so many people buy safes before and they max them out in 9 months with paperwork or all sorts of fun things that you would put in a safe, and they realize, wow, I should have got something that's 5 times as bigger than this, because safes are heavy. They're hard to install. You know, an SD card is pretty easy to upgrade, but save yourself the heartache when you're out there as a tourist in Israel, and you're taking a great photo or great video, and suddenly it says you've run out of air, or you've run out of memory. What a shame that would be if you were all the way there. All right, so before we hop into our online gaming right here, I do want to point out one last thing. This is tactical, although it doesn't look tactical. Look at this below thing right here, Breakaway Earrings. Would you consider these as tactical? Ah, so these were invented for people who have very active lifestyles. I'll give you an example. My wife, Liz, she is a nurse, and they can't have dangling earrings for obvious reasons. If you have a wacky patient who's going through withdrawals or something, and they see something dangling and shiny on your earlobes, what are they going to do? They're going to reach up and try to pull that or tug that, and it's going to hurt your earlobe, and maybe something worse is going to happen to your earlobe, right? Kind of makes you cringe a little bit. The Breakaway earrings, they are dangling earrings made from rose gold. I'm going to open up this very nice looking tin. And what's beautiful about these is that, well, I'll show you. I'll show you how these work. So they start with a base like this. And I do have pierced ears actually, but I'm not going to put them in right now because I want to be very brief about this. It's going to take me like 5 minutes to try to put these in blind without a mirror. But they're very shiny. They're very, very beautiful. And these are the base studs. They do have a flat back, so if you did want to leave them in and take a nap, they're not going to point. They're not going to poke you on the back. Your earrings ever do that? Where you lay down, you're like, oh man, I got to take my earrings out. These have a flat back. So this is the base, okay? And then, if you were to reach into the package right here, you can turn them into a beautiful dangling earring. But you're like, Bo, how'd you do that? That's because, drum roll, it's magnetic. Right? Isn't it just the coolest thing ever? Right? So you've got them on the base like this. And let's say you are with the FBI, CIA, NSA, police officer, or you're just to have an active lifestyle. You have a toddler, or you're holding a baby, and the baby reaches up to grab your little dangling earring and tug, it just slips right off. And your earlobe is perfectly intact. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So these should be, they should be like $50 for this beautiful, beautiful jewelry. But right now, they are on a special for $14.95 special. Doesn't that sound so old-fashioned? There's a special being run at Kmart. No, but they are $14.95 here on Amazon. And not only do you get this dangling bit right here. Oh, that is so beautiful. The rose gold just goes with everything, doesn't it? So not only do you get the dangling bit right here, but it comes with a bonus in every single tin. Check out what these are. So it does come with another little modular thing that still is magnetic and it pulls on or off. It's very secure, so it's not gonna, like if you're on a jog, it's not going anywhere, but it's not secure enough to, it's not too secure to actually hurt your ear when this is tugged. But what I was gonna say is this is a little tool. It's a flathead screwdriver. Isn't that neat? And so it comes with a flathead screwdriver piece if you want to wear that instead of the dangling piece. And then it also comes with a Phillips head screwdriver that's kind of this miniature Phillips head. So you're like, oh man, I don't know, my glasses are loose. Let's go ahead and boop. And you're always prepared. You are MacGyver. And you can take this and we can go ahead and we can tighten it like that. Very nice. And now I can put this breakaway earring back onto my ear. And it just transforms back into jewelry, right? So these are the breakaway earrings. Very, very reasonably priced here on Amazon. $14.95. Yeah, only $14.95. Man, these things are amazing. So yeah, if you have an active lifestyle, then highly recommended to get some kind of dangling earrings that give you the ability to detach and to save your poor little earlobes. They also make great gifts too. I mean, whoever you get this for, they're going to be looking at it going, this is pretty expensive. Is this like 40, 50 bucks for this small little pair of earrings? And you're like, no, it was only $14.95 off Amazon. But you wouldn't say that. That's tacky. No. All right. So as we jump into this Call of Duty broadcast here, again, you will see the tactical hair clips, which is a giveaway. You'll see this link on the bottom when I do start playing. If you fill out your shipping information from that link, this giveaway will be activated for you. Limit 1 per household. You got to live in the United States. You have to be 18 years of age, and you will get sent a 4-pack of tactical hair clips. That link will be showing up on the screen shortly, but I wanted to show you guys that. Oh, and look at this. I actually have a package right here to Christine Kristen, don't know how that's pronounced, in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. So if you're listening, we have this package for you right here, and that will be in the mail on Monday. Sorry, I missed the post office right here, but you will get it eventually. So you guys were probably also noting this rather strange thing on the carousel down below, a Thermarest pillow. What the heck, Bo? That's kind of weird. Are you going to take a nap on this live broadcast right here? No, I'm not. No, I actually got a new mattress last night. It was an okay sleep. I got to get used to it. It's one of those sleep number mattresses where you got to like, what's your number? Mine's 87. Mine's 24. And actually mine is really, really soft. When I want to sleep on a hard surface, I'll sleep on a hard surface. When I want to sleep in a tortilla and it just envelops me like a burrito, I will sleep on that soft mattress. Oh, absolutely, I will. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's play in the chat right there. You're welcome to engage with me on the chat if you'd like. And we are going to hop into Call of Duty right here. Oh, I'm excited for this. Okay, so you will be able to actually see me playing. And if you see my username right here, if you play Call of Duty Mobile, you are welcome to join me. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you can see that. Yes, you can see that. How cool is that, right? That's me. I'm not that good. There are some people out there who are much better than me, but I take it upon myself to test certain things like these little claw sock thingies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in highlighted in the carousel down below in case someone is like, why in the world is he doing online gaming right here with this pillow? And I actually wanted to point out these claw socks for other people who have fingers who get kind of sticky and sweaty when you're doing online gaming, or mobile gaming rather. And in this way, they just slide effortlessly across the screen. Oh, that's just so nice. So as you can see the pillow right here, I'm using it. I'm using it. See, it is justified. You were wondering what the heck, what's the pillow for? It props up this so I can actually play, and it's ergonomic, okay? Hey, so there's me right there. Hey, I think his name is Kruger, I don't know. But hey, let's start with a multiplayer first, shall we? Let's do that. Can you hear that okay? Of course you can. I don't know what we're going to do. Are we going to do a free-for-all, hard point, kill confirmed? Let's do a team game, shall we? Yeah, so my username is Chevasu. That's how you pronounce my last name, Chevassus. Boy, that's a mouthful right there. But yeah, you're welcome to join me if, in fact, you see my username right there, kind of right down by his shins. Do you see that? Yeah, go ahead. All right, here we go. All right, haven't played for a few days, so I kind of have to stretch out right here so I don't get carpal tunnel. Oh, I'm getting old. Oh, I got some gray in my beard. Oh, no. No, actually, my daughters play Call of Duty, and it is so funny because they're like 7 and 9 years old, and they just destroy people. So they're just like these cute little blonde girls who are just like, get them! They're over there! We got a sniper up top! I got them! And they're coordinating between each other. It is just amazing. I bet there's someone out there who's just like, I just got annihilated by someone. Oh, speaking of getting annihilated, that was me. I kind of serves me right. I sort of showed them my back. That's all right. Okay, here we go. So I am testing these claw socks for you right here using this live online mobile gaming Call of Duty. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, we're going to go over there. Is he still alive? Ooh, come on, get him. What? We got a slippery little rattlesnake there. Okay, let's go in here. All right, anybody? Nope. So far, so good. Nothing but chickens. Speaking of chickens, we just got 3 chickens out there. Did you know that? Yeah. Oh, there they are again. Hello. So we got 3 chickens. We've got this urban chicken coop right there. Oh, I heard someone. Oh, there they are. Hello. Goodbye. And so this urban chicken coop is just fantastic because now we get eggs every day. Gives my daughter something to do. Oh, wait. Did you see someone? I saw someone. Oh, that was my guy. Okay. All right. You know what? On this map, I have never actually been up here before. Anybody else ever been up here? I'm sure you have. This is new to me. This is nice. Okay. Feel like a sitting duck. And nothing's really gonna... Oh! Oh, I can get him from all the way up here. Man, I love this gun. What is this? That PP-19 Bison or something like that? I don't know what this is. Oh, there they are. Oh, they saw me. They're coming back to get me. Coming back to get me. Come on. You're not going to come up the ladder, are you? Really? Really? You saw me a mile away. Surely you... Yeah, okay, they deserved that. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow, you can see the whole place up here. This is fantastic. Is he going to come back for me? I bet he's going to come back for me. Because if he was rookie enough to go up the ladder... Oh, he's down there. He's down there. Come on, big guy. Where'd you go? Oh, guy down there. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. We got this. Okay. We're going to set this about right there so it covers both that angle and that angle. Seems pretty quiet right here, though. Maybe I should pick this up and put it someplace with more activity. Let's do that. Let's go over here. I bet there's going to be more activity. More activity right about... Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Oh, you guys cleared it out. I was coming to help and assist. Oh, there's someone. Yeah, got someone. All right, now we're going to hide over here and release the dogs. Release the hounds. Oh! Oh, a dog just appeared in front of you. Unlucky. I'm sorry, buddy. That was really nothing you could do about that. His name is Momer. Ooh. Ooh, looks like we got a helicopter activated. Okay, let's go ahead and set that helicopter right over there. Uh-oh, someone's shooting at me. Was that it? That was it. Hey, we won 40-17. Right on. Okay, so a few things that I'm noticing with these claw socks, which you can see highlighted in the carousel down below, is this one is starting to fray, and I think that's because it got wet, and my wife tried to dry it, this little sock, and it's starting to fray. So it's not quite precise. You don't want little bits of hair coming out. This, on the other hand, is still super silky smooth, and it's very, very reactive. So be careful washing these, or maybe hand wash them. Don't actually put them in the dryer. But yeah, so far you can just slide right across the screen. And then as you can see, I'm not actually wearing them on my thumbs. Before I put them on my thumbs, and my thumbs started getting sore, kind of like right up in here. And so maybe I was gaming too much. So I switched my gaming style to a nice little ergonomic pillow, which you can see right here. Also, it's in the carousel down below. And I put these are my gaming fingers right here, my index fingers, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to exit that guy. And instead of, what did we do? Did we do a team deathmatch? We did. Let's do kill confirmed and hard point, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, gotta stretch out. Remember, if you see me online gaming right here, you are welcome to join me. And if you're interested in these little claw socks themselves, they make great stocking stuffers for Christmas coming up. It's gonna be Christmas soon. First, we gotta start with the school year, though. How many people have your kids going to school here? Our kids are actually homeschooled. Yep. Yes, they are. Yes, they do have friends. That's the first thing people ask. Don't they have any friends? Yeah, they do. They probably don't have to deal with all the drama that public school usually gives either. No, my wife had a great experience with public school, so I'm not gonna hamper too much on it. Yeah, so it just depends on the school system. Some are really great, really great teachers, great admins, and then there are some school districts where you're just like, you know what, we're not gonna entrust them to essentially raise our children. Plus, it also depends on what you're doing with your life, because there are some people who actually have the ability to homeschool their kids, and some just don't, and I'm not going to judge them. You know what? If you don't have the flexibility in your job, if you have to go to your job from 9 to 5, that's perfectly okay. You know what? Yeah. Send them to school, absolutely. But if you do have the ability to, school your own kids, you don't have to have a teaching certificate, at least here in the state of Washington. And it's just so wonderful and so meaningful. That kind of occurred to me when I was, I was called a watchdog at my daughter's school. And what I would do is I would dress up in a dog outfit and I'd go around and I would just hang out with all the kids. And immediately her social clout just went straight through the roof because they're like, oh, your dad's dressed as a puppy dog and he comes and he hangs out and he, plays jump rope and basketball during recess. And I'm just there to kind of help assist with the teachers and their existing curriculum. But it's a lot of fun. It's really special to be that involved in my daughter's education. And I said to myself, if I could be more so involved in her education, then I will try to do that. So hence, that's why we are homeschooled. Plus, we do a lot of overseas mission work. We actually went to Jordan for 2 weeks. That was wonderful, having the ability to actually homeschool someone. And just because you can pretty much get Wi-Fi anywhere these days. And there we were up by the Syrian border, and they were just chilling, doing their online learning, typing. They do Spanish, and it's just absolutely adorable when they're there doing their math, and their online teacher is like, hey, where are you right now? It doesn't look like you're at home. And they're like, oh, we're by the Syrian border in Jordan. Like this little 7-year-old says that, and you should see the teacher's face. She's like, what? Yeah, my dad's teaching photography for refugees and teaching them small business principles. And that's what I do through my nonprofit. I'm a missionary filmmaker, so I go all over the world. And so a lot of this technology stuff that you see highlighted during my broadcasts, I use actually in some of the most difficult environments on Earth. And whether they are war zones or whether they are easygoing places, you know what? Wherever God says for me to go, I try to go if there's an open door. And some people say, "Oh, is that dangerous, Bo?" Honestly, statistically, because if you were to look at the statistics, it's probably more dangerous going to there we go, 2 people. Sorry, I got distracted. It's probably more dangerous driving on the interstate, if you know what I mean. Yeah, as opposed to like going to a Syrian border to help refugees. It was actually really, really chill. They're so nice in Jordan. If anybody's tuning in from Jordan, or if you've been there, let me know, and you will tell me right now that they're some of the friendliest people you will ever meet. And a lot of cultures are like that. You don't know that till you actually go. Sometimes the news kind of does a disservice to these countries because it's their job to sensationalize things and kind of stir up that drama. Hey, I got MVP, nice. And it's just heartbreaking because then you actually go there and you meet the people, and they're amazing. They're amazing people. And it's like, wait, I didn't read about this in the news. So it's like, yeah, well, the news, they're there to inform. No, they're there to entertain and sell ad space. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. That's just how they make money. They have to have exciting stories for you to tune in. And when you tune in, they sell you to an advertiser. That's why they run commercials. They're not like this public benefit thing where people are like, oh, it's this benevolent organization that's going to give us accurate information. Not necessarily. They give you information that they think will trigger some emotions. Hey, there we go right there. Look at that. So I got 32 kills. Definitely the most out of most people. Interesting. Apparently the game gave me some fairly low-level type people. Wow, we just annihilated them. Wow. Maybe it was my claw socks here that you see highlighted in the carousel down below. Isn't that great? This is so much fun. By the way, I can see the chat right here. So if you ever, want to tune in, be like, hey, what's your username? If you can't see it very well, it's my last name, Chevesu, which is French. I myself am not French. I'm I'm American. There we go. Well done. Would you like to add them as a friend? No, thank you. So right there, that was a kill confirmed. We're going to do hardpoint right here. Please select what? Please select at least one map. I did. There's my map. Please select at least one map. Okay. We're going to do free-for-all and hardpoint. Come on, pair me with hardpoint, okay? Because I really want to do that one. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is hardpoint. Nice. This is good. I like the rules of this game right here. So we're going to be using my claw socks. I'm going to tighten them up a little bit like that. And they just slide right across the screen, as you can see right here. And you can see that I am playing on my iPhone 13 Pro. I connected using my lightning cable, live streaming through this USB microphone. Okay, here we go. Okay, capture the hard points. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to let our guinea pigs go first. Whoop, jump, 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 jump. What's wrong? What is wrong with my fingers? Jump. Oh boy, by that time. Okay. Okay, I need some backup here. I'm getting annihilated. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Bam. There we go. Bring it. Oh, it serves me right. I should have known they were going to come in that direction. But hey, at least I dropped one of my little sentry guns right there. And you can see I am... Oh, yeah, I am raking in all of the kills. Nice. And we're going to put that right there in case they come through. And I remember one time, one guy actually jumped up on this wall right up there where I'm pointing. And he just picked off everybody in here. Oh, hey, there is my trip mine. There we go. Nice. Okay, what's next? What's next? Where are we going? Oh, the hard point's still here. My bad. Okay, this is a really easy one. Look at the score in the upper left. 37 to 15. Okay. All right. Hey, where'd my gun go? Is it gone already? Ah, it's disappointing. Okay. Ooh, boy, that was a close one. All right. Where is everybody? Fido. Where are you? Oh yeah, he's right there. So long and thanks for all the fish. Oh, it's gonna come in the door. Wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Yay! I called that. Go, dog, go. Oh yeah, he's right there. Uh-huh. Sorry. Boom. Oh yeah. We're gonna just chill right here. Wait for him to come. Where is he? Where is he? I know you're there. Oh, I see a stream of bullets going that way. Remember, tracers work in both directions. Nice. Oh boy. Is that me? Or is that someone else? Alright, we're gonna pick this up and see if we can go over here. And 3, 2, 1, drop. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go right out. Oh, it looks like there's spawn points over there, so we're gonna put the helicopter over there. And we're just gonna chill in this corner. Wait for people to come in this door. Not you. Okay. Oh, my little sentry gun is gone. It's okay. Wow, this is like the easiest one ever. Okay, right when I said easiest one ever, I got annihilated. That serves me right. Pride comes before fall. That's biblical. Yeah. It's getting too smug. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'll be humble this time around. You going down. And opening the door. Okay. Nothing. Hey guys, I'm here for the action. I think my helicopter's getting everybody. Do you hear that? It's just taking them all out. I put it right above their spawn point. Yeah, sorry guy, you were all alone. You really were. Didn't have a chance. Whee! Hello. Okay, where were we? Back here we go. Right, let's put this one right there. Okay, ready to go. I'm gonna hang out in the corner right over here. And come on, hey, move. Okay. Okay, fine. Well, I guess we can tell stories here because this seems fairly chill. Like, so how'd I meet my wife? It was at school. I went to a university in Spokane, and she was a cute nursing student, and I was an eccentric theater and religion major. Hey, there we go. Look at that, 150 to 21. Anyway, we just got to know each other and had the same group of friends. Look at that! I was the MVP. Yay! Celebrate me. All right. Very good. Okay. No, I'm not that to myself. I say to celebrate me because that's a reference to when we were in Disneyland. And they said, what are you celebrating? And we were like, just being together as a family. And they're like, me then. You're celebrating me. It's like, that sounds really egotistical. I'm here to celebrate me. Like, no, I'm not at Disneyland to do that. I'm here to hang out with my family and have a nice time with them. So I guess it is kind of selfish, but I guess you can use that argument for a lot of things these days, couldn't you? It's like, oh, you're playing video games when the rest of the world is starving. Aren't you selfish? You know what I mean? Like everything can be twisted in some fashion. You can be the world's wealthiest man and be so generous, and then you'll still have an enemy somewhere. I learned that when I started doing city council stuff. Like I make friends with like everybody, and yet all of a sudden when you become a quote politician, like people are bound to and determined just not to like you for some reason, and I don't get it. It's just like I just got to this position. It's like, oh, you're a politician. You're just in it to get rich. It's like, do you know how much city council members actually make in Enumclaw, my little city? It's not a lot. Believe me, we don't do it for the money. I get a lot wealthier not doing this. But all of a sudden, you seem like a bad guy. Do you get that? Do you get that? Where you just meet someone, and all of a sudden, it's just like, wow, you woke up determined not to like me. Yeah. So anyway, there we go right there. I hope that you have enjoyed this wonderful broadcast on this August 20th, 2022. It is 5:02 in the afternoon. We are all done with our hour-long broadcast, and I played a few Call of Duty games so that you could actually see my claw socks in action, as well as my other mobile gaming setup. I'm very glad you joined me, and I look forward to broadcasting live some more later this week. And remember, you are made special. God loves you. I love you. So with that, go out